everybody, this is Carmen and welcome back to my channel. Today we will continue to look at more ending particles in Cantonese. Without further ado, let's begin. Just to recap, what are final particles? Final particles, aka ending particles, are words placed at the end of sentences to convey subtle emotional tones or provide additional meaning. They are crucial for expressing attitudes, emotions, and making the sentence more dynamic. And they are commonly used in informal speech. Final particles help add depth to Cantonese conversation. For more information, refer back to my previous videos. The first particle we will look at today is qua. This one is pretty simple. We use it to express something we aren't sure of. It's similar to saying, I guess, at the end of a statement in English to convey uncertainty. Let us look at some examples. 阿仙奴今日會贏。阿仙奴今日會贏。As a statement by itself, this means Arsenal will win today. Adding 啩阿仙奴今日會贏啩 to the end, we have now added a hint of uncertainty. We get Arsenal should win today, right? Or even, I guess? This indicates that looking at the odds, the football club Arsenal should win today's match. But there is a chance they don't, so it conveys a sense of, I'm not sure, but I think so. I'm going to proceed the next example with a question here. 佢今日返唔返屋企啊? Is he or she going or coming back home today? Notice the usage of the ending particle "a" here, which I talked about before. In this example, it is often used to neutralize a question while softening the tone. I have linked my previous video explaining this in the upper right corner. 唔知啊, I don't know. "A" is once again used here, but unlike in the example earlier, this is merely used to soften the tone. 返啩唔知啊，返啩 I think they are coming back, suggesting that the speaker isn't entirely sure if the person in question is in fact going home or not. Notice that its subjects do not explicitly need to be mentioned in Cantonese. Here's another preceding question. 學校要我哋買邊本書啊? Which book does the school need us to buy? 唔知啊，呢本啩唔知啊，呢本啩 I don't know. I think this one, or I'm guessing this one. Once again, highlighting the uncertainty. Here, 本 is a measure word for books, so 呢本 is usually translated into this one, like 呢個. However, the measure word 本 automatically refers to books, so it offers a bit more clarity than just saying 呢個. Refer to my previous video about measure words in the upper right corner. The next particle is 可, used to seek verification or confirmation for a statement. It is akin to asking, right, or am I correct, in English. Here is an example. 唔係你㗎，唔係你㗎。㗎 here is used to mark possession of something belonging to 你 and to soften the tone. 可，唔係你㗎可? This means it's not yours, right? Asking to confirm if the statement of it's not yours is true or not. As demonstrated here, 可 is often used in combination with other particles. Another example. 你買咗奶啊？你買咗奶啊? Once again, "a" is used to soften the tone of the statement. 可？你買咗奶啊可? This seeks confirmation. You bought milk, right? Another example. 你走啦。你走啦。啦 used here indicates a change of state, a change from the previous state of not leaving yet to leaving now. 可？你走啦可? You're leaving, right? This particle, 哈, is used as a gentle reminder or to soften a command, similar to adding okay or got it to the end of some instructions to soften the tone and make it gentler. It is used to confirm something. This confirming is not to be confused with the previous 可 which is used to confirm whether something is correct or not. On the other hand, ha is used to reach a common understanding to make sure that the speaker and listener are on the same page. Some examples. 我哋食韓國菜吓? 我哋食韓國菜吓? This is a straightforward example meaning, we eat Korean food, okay? This is often used to make sure that the listener is on the same page regarding Korean food. Depending on context, it can also be used as a gentle reminder to remind someone that we are eating Korean food. Another example. 記得買奶吓? 記得買奶吓? Remember to buy milk, okay? Contextually speaking, this serves more as a gentle reminder. Last example. 陣間見啦陣間見啦 La functions as a gentle urge. It makes imperatives or requests sound less harsh and more polite. Ha? 陣間見啦吓? See you later, okay? This sentence is more to reach a common understanding rather than a gentle reminder. But of course, based on context, it can be a gentle reminder. Seen isn't too difficult to understand. By itself and in a statement, it means first. It can also be used at the end of a question to imply that the speaker is seeking for a quick answer, giving off a hint of impatience, along the lines of, answer me first or answer me quickly. Here is an example. 你答我先. 你答我先. You answer me first. This isn't a question as such, but often used after a question to rush for an answer. Something like, answer me first before we move on to the next topic. This example, 等佢返嚟先. 等佢返嚟先 is also quite straightforward. Wait for him or her to come back first, as a precedent before any subsequent actions or circumstances. And finally, here is an example of seen being used at the end of a question. 你返唔返屋企先? 你返唔返屋企先? This is demanding for an answer to be given quickly. Tell me first or quickly, are you going or coming home? Giving off a sense of haste and impatience. The final particle for today's video, bo. This is simply used to remind someone of something. It's not the same as ha, which is used to gently remind someone of something that was recently agreed or decided on. Bo acts as a general reminder of common knowledge, for example. It can be used to express advice. Here is an example. 揸車返屋企快啲噃. 揸車返屋企快啲噃. This bo expresses something like, just to remind you. It's quicker to drive back home. This is a reminder of common knowledge or a well-established fact. As you can see, it is not used to remind someone of a previously made plan. A straightforward example. 小心揸車噃. 小心揸車噃. This is advice or reminder to be careful when driving. This example is very similar to using ha. 唔好. This is used like don't in a command, as in don't do something. 唔記得買奶噃. 唔好唔記得買奶噃. Don't forget to buy milk. Again, this is very similar to ha as a way of reminding someone to do something. Arguably, these two sentences mean the same thing and function in the same way, apart from the difference in the usage of 唔好唔記得 and 記得. However, even in English, remember to and don't forget to means the same thing. The only nuance is that ha is more of a gentle reminder and not as strong as bo. And yes, you can switch it around and have this instead. It just changes the nuance of both sentences, but essentially expresses the same thing. That's all for today's video. I hope this video has helped deepen your understanding of even more final particles and their nuances in Cantonese. Like before, I have left the links to all the websites I had consulted for extra research. If you've enjoyed this video and have learned something new, please kindly like and subscribe, leave a comment below, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!